Hey you guys, today I am making pozole, which is hominy, and it's a Mexican stew, and it's really rich and flavorful. And hominy, which is this kind of Mexican corn, is really what's gonna give it that crunch and authentic Mexican flavor. But the star is the pork. I have a Smithfield pork loin that I have cubed. By the way, I have partnered with Smithfield, so I'm creating this recipe with them to create something so delicious. And what I love about this pork loin by Smithfield is that it's really versatile. Yeah, you can keep it whole and you can roast it, but you can also cube it and saute it and grill it. Anywhere that you would be thinking about chicken or beef, I want you to kind of shake it up and reimagine pork as kind of the star of your next dinner ingredient. But before I get to the recipe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and of course the bell icon so that you get all of my recipes and you'll be up to date on everything that I'm cooking in the kitchen. All right, let's get started. All right, so I have my cubed pork. I'm gonna put it in my Instant Pot. Now here is what else I love about this. Instead of slow cooking on the stove or in the oven for hours and hours, I'm doing it all in my Instant Pot. It's gonna be super, super simple and incredibly delicious. So the first thing I need to do is just press the saute button, and because it's stainless steel, I can saute directly in here, so just with a little bit of olive oil, and I'm gonna let it come up and start to like sizzle a little bit. And I seasoned the bottom of it with a little bit of salt, so I'm just gonna season the top with salt, little pepper, ground cumin, and I'm generous with my ground cumin. You can do a couple tablespoons if you want. And I'm doing Mexican oregano. Now, when you have a dried herb like oregano, to release the oils and make it really, really come to life, you're just going to pinch it with your fingers, releases the oil, makes it really fragrant and super delicious. And now let's talk about chili powder. So I'm using ancho because I love ancho chili. I think it has a even more richness to it than just regular old chili powder. But of course, if you have chili powder, use that. Okay, we're talking about easy weeknight meals. Whatever is stress-free and easy, use that. Now, this is a guajillo pepper. It's not that spicy, but I think it adds a lot of flavor. I don't have the time to soak it in hot water and then puree it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna break it. I'm gonna put it in. It's gonna add some of that red color that you're used to seeing in a traditional stew like this. But at the end, I'm gonna take it out. So just like you would a bay leaf. Garlic, of course. Starting to hear it sizzle. An onion. I love this for a weeknight dinner because I just imagine coming home, having this dinner already cooked and ready, scooping it out into a big bowl and the family just digging in. All right, hominy. I love hominy. I don't know why we don't use hominy enough. But what gave me the idea of this recipe is I make chicken chili a lot. So instead of the chicken, I swapped it out for the pork, and I still use the hominy and some of these ingredients, and it just added a different flavor profile, which I love, and my kids get sick of eating the same thing over and over again, so I like to just kind of mix it up a little bit, use a different protein. Okay, and that was green chili, not spicy at all. My kids do not like spice, but if you weren't gonna use that guajillo pepper, you could always add just a little bit of chili flake. And look, at the end of the day, if your kids really don't like spicy and you think they're gonna complain, just leave it out. You can sprinkle some chili on top afterwards if you want a little bit of heat. And chicken broth. Okay, the last thing is I like to squeeze a little bit of lime. I love the acid of lime with the pork and the hominy. I think it's such a great balance. And then save the other half of the lime because I'm gonna use that to put on top of the soup after it's finished. You guys, that was it. That's it. That's all you have to do. I'm gonna put the top on. With your Instant Pot, make sure that it is on seal. Otherwise, you're gonna hear that thing steaming in the kitchen all day long. Then I'm gonna press cancel, and all I have to do is press the meat stew button, and it's gonna do all the work for me. So another thing I love about weeknight dinners with the Instant Pot is that once it finishes cooking, it immediately goes to the keep warm function. So it's going to continue to cook until you're ready to serve it. So you don't have to worry about taking it out, putting it in the refrigerator, and then warming it back up again. I love that. I can go grab the kids, I can run my errands, and I don't have to worry because the stew is just gonna be so tasty the more that it kind of slow cooks. All right, that's it. All right, it's all done. It smells to die for. It smells so good. Okay, and even though I cubed the pork, it is so tender that it just falls apart. Holy smokes, look at this. Can you see that? All of that rich, delicious pork, the hominy. Oh my gosh, yum. And there you have it, a super simple pozole, an easy weeknight meal that the whole family is just gonna love. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know what other kind of recipes you wanna see. I'm Roni Proder and I'll see you later.